Overcome Mental Tiredness in 60 Seconds. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Dr. Meghna Dikshit, author of the book You Matter, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to our channel. Here we explore the fascinating realms of the mind and brain and share the secrets to success. Help you heal your past and prepare for a brilliant future. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And to all our returning viewers, a heartfelt welcome. If you are ready to dive into the incredible world of brain potential, type dive in the chat box right now. Before we go deeper into the topic, I want you to check out the links in the caption. The first is to register for my live seminar to rewire your brain to achieve all your goals. And second is to purchase my book, You Matter, through the link and start your personal growth journey with me. Now let's come back to overcoming mental tiredness in just 60 seconds. In 2008, I decided to take a pivot in my business. I had finally realized the reasons why my life was in shambles. I took the conscious decision to create the best life I deserved. For this to happen, the first step was to equip myself with better skill sets. I also pledged to be a lifelong learner. If you are my lifelong learner, then type LLL in the chat box. I put myself through rigorous training. For 5 years, I did not pause. I was handling my Panchkarma business along with attending various workshops across the globe, planning and implementing all that I was learning. It was a busy period of my life. I gave up on everything. I stopped meeting friends and relatives. I stopped going for birthday parties and other social functions. One day, it so happened that in the morning I woke up but did not feel like opening my eyes. My eyes were heavy and burning. I wanted to continue sleeping. My body was sore. These symptoms continued for days. I would somehow pull myself up and go to work. But my heart was not into it. All I wanted to do was sleep. I realized I was going through actual mental exhaustion, and it was a high time I address it. So I'm going to share with you the exact tips that I use to overcome my mental tiredness and mental fatigue. But before we dive into the topic, let me ask you a few questions. Even after a good night's sleep, do you feel it difficult to get out of bed? Do you feel lethargic and listless all through the day? Do you feel uninterested in anything that your family and friends suggest you to do? Do you feel overwhelmed that work is piling up and you're unable to complete? If you're answering yes to one or more of these questions, then know that you're mentally tired and exhausted. It is possible that you're working too hard without a break. Or you may be taking care of a family member's illness, or you may have gone through some trauma and yet to recover fully. In any or all these scenarios, you haven't given time and attention to self-care. This can lead to the mental tiredness or fatigue. Mental tiredness, also known as burnt out or mental fatigue, comes from overstressing your mind from prolonged stress in your relationships, at workplace. Life events are all of these. Imagine our mind like a cup. It can hold only that much liquid. The stresses that we go through is like water. Too much and mind is overflooded. If we do not hit the rest button and continue with the cycle, it will ultimately culminate into you feeling burnt out. Do you get this? Type I got it, IGI in the chat box. There are various symptoms of mental tiredness. Emotional symptoms can be depression, anxiety, panic attacks. You're frequently irritated for small things, feeling overwhelmed and helpless. You're feeling detached from everything that is going on around you. Physical symptoms of mental tiredness can be muscle pain, low immunity. You are frequently falling sick, especially gastrointestinal distress, getting less sleep. You are frequently waking up, especially around 2 a.m., heart palpitations, high blood pressure. Any or most of these physical and emotional symptoms point fingers at some mental tiredness, and it's time you look at that very, very carefully. So let's jot down now. What are the ways you can overcome your mental tiredness? Get your pen and paper. The first one, schedule relaxation time. When I went through the burnout, I started to compulsory take breaks. Keep one day of the week as your scope day. This day, you're spending the day with yourself. Type scope day in the chat box. Switch off your mobile and laptop. No social media. Spend day reading, listening to music. Just sitting by the window, doing nothing. Second, daily exercise. A minimum of 30 minutes a day, either a walk, jog, run, or yoga. Whatever you're comfortable with. But you have to do some movement. Exercise brings down cortisol in our body. It releases the happy hormones. Third, journaling. One of the most effective ways is to write down all your feelings. Creating the habit of journaling is very healthy for your mind. Fourth, every 15 days, go and spend a day in nature. Some place closer to your city. A small day break like a picnic. Fifth, what brings you joy? Make a list of it. In the daily grind, we forget to feel joy. What brings you joy? It can be as small as breathing in the fragrance of a rose, or listening to the gurgle of your child, or going through your old picture albums. Do something joyful daily for a few minutes. 6. Create a sleep regime. Sleeping better is one of the effective ways to combat mental tiredness. So create your sleep regime. Winding down 2 hours before bedtime. Fixing a regular time to go to bed and waking up the next morning. Taking a shower before going to the bed. These are some of the things you can follow. 7. Meet up with friends for coffee and conversations. Make it a routine that you put it in your calendar. One evening in the week is with friends. 8. Get a pet if you can. Keeping a pet is great for mental well-being. My Magic, that's my pet. He's a beagle 4 years now. Last 4 years, he has done such good to my mental health. 9. The last but not the least, one of the most important things that I did was daily reading the Serenity Prayer aloud. The Serenity Prayer makes me realize that there are things beyond my control. And me stressing over those only creates trouble for me. Letting go of control, understanding that there is a greater power beyond me at work, and surrendering to it. I know it's easier said than done. Some of you may be already feeling that you're on the back foot and there is a churning going on in your mind. It seems so easy for her, but not for me. But I get it. So reading the Serenity Prayer daily is a habit to inculcate. Was this useful for you? Next time you feel that fatigue, go to this video and follow these steps. Which is one of your most favorite one? Type in the chat box and let me know that you're going to practice every single day. Your mental well-being is in your hands. Share it with your friends and family if you like the video. And if you want more help from me, there are 2 links in the caption. First is register for my live seminar to train your brain to achieve all your goals. And second is you can purchase my book You Matter through the link and start your personal growth journey with me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share it with someone. See you next time.